Good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
Tyler Dalton.
Lance,
Nice to meet you, Lance. What brings you in today?
I'm looking for a vehicle for me and my family. I'm about to have a baby, so I need a safe vehicle, but I still like to drive fast, so I'm looking for something to kind of compensate both of those needs. What do you got in mind, Tyler?
Excellent. And congratulations on the kid, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Are you working any particular salesperson here, or do you know anybody in the dealership?
No, not really. I'm new to the area.
Well, congratulations on that, because you just got the best salesman here. Isn't that wonderful? All right, so you're looking for something kind of sporty, something that can support a family.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you walked up to this car here. It seems to have
Kind of caught my eye. It's a good looking vehicle.
Exactly. It's one of the best looking vehicles that we got right now. This is the Civic hatchback, one of the sportiest, best vehicles that we've got. It is new for 17, so you're going to be one of the first people to be able to have this car and drive it on the road. And especially with it being the sport touring package, we don't get very many of those. This is actually the first and only one that we've gotten here at this dealership, and we get a large source of inventory. As you can see, we've got probably 200 Hondas out there, and we only have one. So, with that being said,
Kind of like a unicorn.
exactly right. So you'll be nice and unique. With that being said, being a sport package and the touring package, it does come with some upgrades that your standard one does not have, such as these wheels right here. Can't get this on any other vehicle out there. As well as the ground effects, which they did a black accent on the car, which looks great with the red paint job that they have on this one. As well as, if you come to the back, you have the black piece on the fender here. And of course, you've got plenty of room with it being the hatch. And you do have the exhaust system is going to be a little bit different looking, a little more sportier on the touring edition of this vehicle.
That's nice. I can fit a stroller back there.
You can definitely fit a stroller back there. And then if you want to hide your stroller so that nobody can steal it, you just pull this over.
That's a
latch
nifty
it
little
in.
cover.
That way nobody sees your business back here. With it being a hatchback, you do get the privacy of a trunk as well. And then if you come on this side, you'll notice you've actually got a camera here.
How does that work, Tyler?
How that works is it's actually a blind spot camera that you have that will show this entire lane here if you flip on your turn signal like you're going to turn passenger side. So you have no more blind spots, which is going to create more safety for you and your family.
So how will I know the distance between myself and other vehicles in terms of how far I got between us?
It will have tick marks on it to indicate that you are at a red, which is more dangerous level, orange, or a yellow level that kind of indicates how far back these vehicles actually are.
That's good. That'll work.
And as far as the front of the vehicle goes, we'll top off the exterior out here. You've got the fog lights that come standard, as well as a little bit different grille from your standard on that touring package.
What are these? What kind of, are these LED lights right here?
That's a full LED headlight. That's something also exclusive to the touring package. They don't do the full LEDs on any other models, trim levels on this particular vehicle.
And now, since I am having a child and have spills and stuff, are these cloth or is that leatherette or actual leather in there?
We'll get to that, Lance. We're going to
Okay.
get to all the interior features as well.
Okay.
So the next thing we'll start actually on the interior. If you want to hop in on the passenger side, that would be wonderful. We can start rolling on some of these features here.
130, Kevin Donovan, please dial extension 130.
All right. So you do, as you notice, you have a full leather seating, which is going to be good for you if you have any spills or anything like that. Of course, leather is going to be much easier for you to clean up, especially with that kid on the way.
Totally agree.
Not to mention it looks a lot nicer and feels nicer. And also to top on the way the seats feel, you do get the heated seats in the front seats. So that's something that you're definitely going to enjoy maybe 2 or 3 days out of the year in Louisiana, but they are there. And I'm sure you noticed you do have the sunroof, and you being pretty tall, if you grow anymore, you're going to have to open that up to drive this thing.
Right.
So, with that being said, you're going to have the back seat back there, and I know you can see one of the seats is folded down, so the seats do fold down to give you a little more room if you're going shopping for Christmas or whatnot, and you need a little more space to pack all those presents for that child of yours coming. Basically, you're going to have as much room as you need. So, with that being said, I'm actually going to get the key real quick. I'll be right back. That way we can take this thing for a spin, and I can show you exactly how this thing drives.
Sounds great, Tyler.
All right, now I got the key. As you can notice, this is actually a wireless key fob. As long as the key is inside of the vehicle, you can actually start this thing up. So you never have to take the key out of your pocket again unless you want to. So all you have to do, press the brake, you press the start button, and see there, we got it cranked up. All right, so this is the drive stick here. You have actually a reverse neutral drive, and you have a sport mode on this one.
What is the sport mode do?
The sport mode is basically going to make you shift at a higher RPM to generate a little more torque. With a little more torque, you get a little more get up and go, which is going to satisfy your need for that sport.
And now, I go on a lot of road trips with work, and what kind of gas mileage does this thing get?
You're going to get an average of 33 miles per gallon, and then also you'll notice that you got the economy mode right here. If you press the economy mode, that's actually going to give you a little bit better gas mileage by limiting your RPMs, kind of the opposite of the sport mode, as well as do a couple other things that, limit the AC, different things like that. It is great. Also, we're going to look at the different features here. Since we did point out the con button, we're also going to point out the brake hold. What that does for you, if you're stuck in traffic or something, Lance, basically you press the brake and then you holding the brake for 2-3 minutes, you take 4 or 5 feet forward with the vehicle because you're in traffic, and you hold the brake again. You have to constantly hold that brake. To help you out with the driver's fatigue, you actually got the brake hold button. What that does is, as long as your seatbelt is on, you can activate brake hold. So if you come to a full, complete stop, it's going to hold the brake, and then when you press the gas, you go forward again, and when you come to a complete stop again with the brake, it's going to hold it, which will help you out a ton as far as if you're driving in traffic. And also, you've got an electric parking brake now instead of the old hand crank parking brake, which is a
lot easier.
very, very helpful. Now, if you want to check out this screen here, I'm going to show you what I was talking about with that lane watch camera earlier. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the turn signal, and as you can see, it's going to show the entire side of the vehicle, much safer for you and your family. And there's also a button on this side of the knob here that is going to toggle that if you don't want to turn your turn signal and you just want to take a peek.
That's interesting.
Absolutely. And I'm sure as you're looking over here, I'm guessing that you noticed that they do have the paddle shifters on this one.
Right, I did. So I can do it in automatic or standard? Is that what that is?
Well, it's more of a manual type mode that people use. It's a little funner mode to drive in. Granted, it's not a complete standard, and if you do something that will in fact harm the engine, it is going to shift up for you or shift down. It's not going to let you blow up the engine.
Wow.
That is something great to have. Also, all these extra buttons, I see that you probably see those on the steering wheel as you're looking down too. This vehicle comes equipped with the Honda Sensing package, which is going to have your adaptive cruise control. Let me explain that for you. So say we set our cruise on 60 miles an hour and someone is going 55 on the interstate. Before, you had to always adjust your cruise, which can be a pain in the butt. Now they've got it to where they have actually a radar, and it's located in here. What it does is it senses the vehicle in front of us. So if they're going 55, it'll slow us down to where we're going to stay at a safe distance behind them, and you don't have to adjust your cruise. Automatically adjust, which is very nice to have. Also, you're going to have your lane departure warning. So if you get off the road, it'll beep and let you know, hey, stay away, which is going to be good for you and your family, especially with your kid on the way.
And now, I'm a big radio guy. I love to listen to my Pandora radio. Does this thing have Bluetooth in it?
Actually, it has Bluetooth as well as the latest connected feature. What kind of phone do you have, sir?
I have an iPhone.
You have an iPhone, excellent. It actually has the Apple CarPlay, so all of the music in your phone and your Pandora, your Spotify, all those music compatible apps, as soon as you plug your phone in, and let's plug it in real quick. As you can see, this screen is completely customized with all your personal information, that easy. So we've got your Pandora here, and here's all your stations.
Now, does this thing have built-in navigation, or do I have to put in my, my old GPS system to block the screen?
Actually, the greatest thing about the new technology with the Apple CarPlay is not only does this one have the built-in navigation with it, you also have access to the Apple CarPlay maps. So you can use the maps from your phone as well, which, if you're like me and most other people, you're more used to those maps.
Right, absolutely.
So it's going to be more easier for you to navigate yourself off of those maps, as well as they automatically update because they're already connected to the internet most of the time. So, with that being said, the next thing I want to show you is actually how the climate system works here. You've actually got 2 knobs, so you've got actually to where you can take the climate for the driver and the passenger, and you can separate them, which is good if you're considering taking a long car trip. Say we're taking a long trip together, Lance, and they got the sun on this side. The sun's going to be beating me up. I'm going to be a little hotter than you. I can turn mine down. You're in the shade. You're a little cooler than me. Instead of complaining that you're getting cold, just turn your heater on a little bit.
That's good. My wife complains a lot.
I think they all do. So, next thing is we're going to take a little stop right here, Lance. All right, if you want to hop out real quick, I'm going to swap with you and give you a chance to drive this thing so you can see how it handles.
This is amazing. That was real smooth. That's one of the bumpiest roads in Lake Charles, and it rode like a dream.
Yeah, it's a Honda. Can't ask for much more.
Now
Super dependable.
I see the sticker price right here is $29,175. How much can you get me off of that price?
Well, sir, price is actually the easiest part of my job. Good thing about that is my manager actually handles all that. He's going to take care of you, I promise. We don't sell 600 vehicles a month for no reason. We have some of the best prices out there.
So what kind of rebates does Honda do?
Well, luckily for you, Honda doesn't do any rebates, which is actually good for most consumers because you're actually going to get a better resale value. That's why the resale values are so great on the Hondas. Because let's say you buy a vehicle in October when it comes out, there's no rebate on a different vehicle. You bought a $30,000 vehicle, it's $30,000. You buy that same vehicle 6 months later, have $5,000 off, it's a $25,000 vehicle. You just bought it in October, you lost $5,000.
Okay.
Honda doesn't do that to their customers.
And now on my trade-in, I want $20,000. I'm not taking a penny less.
Well, sir, let's go take a look at your trade.
And we're at-
Okay. So the trade was a 2010 Chevy Malibu.
Right.
Sir, I don't know the particular value on the vehicles off the top of my head. I'm not a used car manager. I can take it down to my used car manager, get him to appraise it. But as I'm looking at the vehicle, I do see a couple dings and dents, as well as you're going to need a new set of tires. I think we can both agree on that.
Well, I mean, that thing I got in a wreck, nobody got hurt in it, so.
Was it reported? You know you need a new set of tires.
My wife kind of brushed up against something, and that one in the front over there, she hit a car while she was in traffic.
So you had accident reported on this on the car.
Yeah, probably so.
Well, I'm sure you know, Mr. Quibido, I'd love to get you the most for your trade, as you know, you obviously said you
Right.
want a certain amount. But at the same time, if you can understand someone else that's going to want to buy this vehicle, I don't know that they're going to want to buy it with a bad Carfax, and if they do, they're going to want a lesser price. I'm sure you understand that. But I'm going to get you the most possible for your trade. You can trust me with that. We're going to get you taken care of today. So, with that being said, if we can get your trade to your agreement, as well as the price on this vehicle, I'm going to get with my manager. We can earn your business on it today, correct?
I think so, Tyler.
Excellent deal. Let's go back to the office and let's get some stuff rolling.